AngryAussie. AngryAussie.
This just in, somebody's watching you, and somebody else is turning a tidy profit helping them to watch you. Check out what you can get at the Hollywood Spy Shop.
James Bond enjoys access to a horde of spy gadgets, but what about real people? Well, there's a growing demand for eavesdropping gadgets, especially in Tinseltown. The Hollywood Spy Shop is responding to those demands. It offers up a slew of high-tech devices to let you focus in on a target without exposing yourself.
Mostly females come in here looking for a tracking device where they can track their husbands or their boyfriends, or they're looking for some kind of telephone tap or illegal device where they could, plant a bug somewhere. And for those women too, I always try to give a little counseling. Also, to be honest, I'm not a good businessman. I try to save them money, because I tell them that, if they're already suspicious that their husbands are cheating.
I'm going to come out and say it. That guy is a dick. Where does he get off saying that if a woman suspects a man's cheating, then he probably is? Just because, it's true. Why doesn't he take that guy's side? Why isn't he saying, hey, ladies, don't waste money on this expensive equipment? In my experience, 9 times out of 10, the men aren't cheating. So just believe whatever ridiculous crap your husbands or boyfriends tell you. You'll be much happier.
Then most likely it's true.
Cameras or microphones can be embedded inside small objects, such as buttons, brooches, and other everyday items.
The first one that I'm going to talk about is a tie camera. Now this one has a built-in camera that's built right into the tie. It's 420 lines resolution CCD board. Now you would wear it around your neck, like so, in a suit, and it will wire into the recording device here. The recording device works with an SD card, and it also has a remote control. You can just press a button and it will begin recording. On SD card you can record approximately 3 hours, depending on how much.
I am sick of that stereotype. The guys are just sleazy. But on an unrelated note, I'm getting me one of those tie cams for next time I go to a girly bar. Some memories to last a lifetime there.
Law experts say the use of surveillance devices could trigger several laws concerning the expectation of privacy.
There's very little expectation of privacy a person can reasonably have when they're out on city streets. Now, perhaps when they're in a phone booth, for a person who's not using a cell phone, and the phone booth closes, then their reasonable expectation of privacy increases. But if you're walking down the sidewalk jabbering away on your cell phone, you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy.
While selling most kinds of surveillance devices is legal, it's important to remember recording people without their consent is usually illegal in most of the U.S.
And how's that law professor saying if you're walking down the sidewalk jabbering on a mobile phone, you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy? That's obvious. But I wanted to pass a new law so those idiots who have overly loud conversations in public places on their mobile phones have a reasonable expectation of getting their lights punched out so the rest of us can get some peace and quiet. Now, that's the news, and that's the truth.